今日のエピソードでは、英語圏である西洋諸国における特定の社会的状況についての重要なソーシャルイングリッシュのヒントをお教えします。アメリカ、カナダ、イギリス、その他の英語圏の国で実際に使えるように英会話のスキルアップに焦点を当てた社会的状況に関する大事なヒントを聞きながら学んでいきます。
皆さんこんにちは。毎日少しずつ社交に使える英語の上達を目指すソーシャルイングリッシュポッドキャストへようこそ。今日はぜひもっと自信を持って英会話してみましょう。 Are you ready, Percy? Let's go!
Yes, Hikari, I am happy, pumped up, and ready to go for today's episode of the Social English Podcast. Minasan, yokuso, welcome. Konnichiwa. If this is the first time that you're listening to this, I want to invite you to listen to some more episodes. There are 80 plus episodes of the Social English Podcast to help you improve your English a little bit every single day. Now, today's episode is for the intermediate to advanced social English or English students. If you are studying in an Eikaiwa school, or you are studying in junior high school or high school and have some learning experience with English, this episode is going to be very good for you. In this episode, I will talk about 6 apps you must have on your smartphone before you visit America. So before I start, let's get into social English mode. My friend Sora is going to put you in social English mode. Please listen to his Japanese introduction. Kite kudasai.
気楽にアメリカ人の友人であるパーシーを招いて落ち着いた雰囲気の中でお気に入りのカフェに座りながら英語を練習して上達しようとしているとします。これからパーシーが今日のトピックについて話しますのでリラックスして聞いてください。
Today, you and I are transported to Chicago, Illinois. We are at the famous Fireweed Gallery Coffee and Tea House. There, you and I are sitting down and talking. You can hear all of these Chicagoans around us having their afternoon coffee and teas. Today, I am drinking a mocha latte, and you ordered a cappuccino. We're also having some snacks, but we are there so that I can help you improve your English. You've asked me, Percy, your American friend, to help you get better at English. And that is what we're going to do today. How? Today, I'm going to talk about American culture. I'm going to give you some tips, some help, and basically my advice for traveling to America. So that's the topic of today's episode. Now, I want to talk about 6 apps you need on your smartphone. First, I want to explain that this is an episode of the Social English Podcast for intermediate English learners and above. Intermediate to advanced English learners. Please try to listen to my English. I will use basic English in this episode. But if you don't understand, please go to our website or listen to this podcast again at slow speed, at 0.5 speed. Okay? Okay. Now, this is very important, and I think this will help you a lot. The 6 apps you need on your smartphone in America. So, I am an expert at talking about social English, American culture, and communication. I want to give you an easy way. So basically, I want to give you an easy transition or an easy travel week or travel semester or study semester in America if you're studying abroad. I want you to know what 6 apps will help you out the most as a Japanese person, Nihonjin, that is in America on vacation, a trip, or studying abroad. Let's start with number 1. Okay? But first, I made another episode with similar content. It's the 5 apps every Kaiwa student needs. This is episode number 14. If you didn't listen to episode number 14, please go back and listen to the Social English Podcast, episode number 14. This episode is a little bit different because we're talking about the apps that you need if you are going to be in the country, in America, okay? So this is talking about not only the apps and English, learning English, but it's talking about American culture and how to experience American culture and how to understand what is happening around you. Unlike in Japan, or maybe you're a listener from a different country, the digital economy is very much a way of life in American society. So, pretty much so that you need in America to have these apps to do daily things every single day. So here are the 6 apps every Japanese person must have on their phone if you are traveling to the United States. App number 1 is Google Translate. Yes, I know. A lot of the show, I talk about how you should not rely on a Google Translate for all of your English learning, because Google Translate does make many mistakes when translating Japanese to English. But I still think you need to have Google Translate on your phone because it will help you get a close translation of Japanese into English. Just in case you need to ask for something and you don't know the word. So instead of using whole phrases in Japanese and have them translated into English using the Google Translate app, I think it's better if you just try to speak English as much as possible. And if there is a Japanese concept or word, a Japanese word that's difficult, then use Google Translate to show an English-speaking person the word that you were trying to say. That's Google Translate. Number 2, Instagram or IG. So I'm going to say I will use IG because in America, that's how people refer to Instagram, as IG or the gram. It depends. If you are going to America as a study abroad student, please listen to your classmates, or when you are in social situations like lunch, listen for people to use the word or the term, the slang, the phrase IG or the gram. This Instagram is how most people keep in touch. If you meet a person casually, this is the way you would message them, and before that, get their contact information. Period. In Japan, I know they use the Meishi cards, when people want to exchange information. But since Instagram is able to have you contact someone and see their lifestyle as well as comment on photos, most people in America use Instagram when they meet new people. When I say new people, that means all social relationships. So if you meet, if you have a friend that you meet from sports, let's say you're outdoors and you are playing tennis, and you happen to play tennis with an American, then if you want to say, hey, let's play tennis next week, the American person may say, okay, let's exchange IG. This means that they want your Instagram information so that they can contact you on Instagram and you can contact them. In America, the Line app isn't very popular, and you shouldn't rely on Line. Just download and install Instagram and make your profile. It is a much easier way to go around America, and you will understand a lot more about American culture. If you are a college student and you are studying abroad, it is definitely a must-have app, even maybe more than Google Translate. Because in most classes, that's how your classmates will want to contact you for study groups, to go out for lunch, and other things. Now remember, Instagram is very safe and it's very normal for someone to ask for your Instagram. So it's not a private thing. Don't get offended. Don't get shocked or scared. Don't get scared if someone asks for your Instagram. This is very normal. Okay? So that is the second app that you must have. It's Instagram. Now this leads into the third app you must have, which is Snapchat. Snapchat is it's like Instagram, but more of the younger people, college crowd, may ask about Snap. So basically Snapchat, or the slang word for it, is Snap. So Snapchat is very similar to Instagram, except everything that is posted disappears in 24 hours. So Snapchat is a little bit more private. So with Snapchat, you can give that information out to more private people if you do private things on Snapchat. But still, in college, in a university, and you have classmates or you meet new friends, you will hear Snapchat or Snap or IG. Do you have IG? Do you have Snap? This basically means, hey, let's exchange information because I like you, I think you're cool, and I want to talk to you again. That's what that means. So, Snapchat is the third app that every Japanese learner of English that goes to travel to America should have, especially if you are studying abroad. Number 4, Venmo. Venmo, Venmo. This app is a shopping style app or a money transfer app. So instead of cash, many friends in America will go get lunch together, and one person would pay for everyone using a card. This makes it much easier to have social groups and use social English in America. That's why Americans do this, to have social groups, to build friendships, and they often do this by just saying, hey, let's all go out to eat, have pizza, go out to the Chinese restaurant, go eat bagels, go get sushi, and I'll pay for it, and you can Venmo me later. So you can Venmo me later is what this is all about, the Venmo app. So Venmo is a way that you can send money to these friends that paid for your food. So, for example, here's an example. You go out to eat pizza with 6 classmates. One classmate pays for all of the pizza with cash or a credit card. They tell you, hey, just Venmo me later. Don't worry about it. This means that you can send that money, the partial payment, to them. For example, if you had to pay $5 for pizza and a soda, a Coca-Cola, then you would just later use the Venmo app to send $5 to your friend. And this is so normal in America. So this is a must-have, especially if you're studying abroad. So please be aware of the Venmo app and what it is. Okay, so that is the Venmo app, which is app number 4. Okay, app number 5. Okay, this is Amazon. And Amazon, which is available in Japan. Amazon is in Japan as well. But Amazon is the most widely used shopping app in America. So most people, when they buy any type of things, any type of goods in America, computer, cable, game passcode, anime character goods, even textbooks for college, they use Amazon. The reason why is because Amazon is so easy and convenient in America. It is so easy to use. It is so easy to buy and shop for things. So this is why most Americans use the Amazon app. Okay, so that was number 5. Very easy to use shopping app to buy clothes, to buy just so many things that you must have Amazon if you're going to America and staying there for some time. Now the bonus, number 6, the bonus app that I want to talk about. And the reason why this is a bonus is because it's very easy to use. This is Netflix. So the reason that you should have Netflix is for 2 reasons. Number 1, you may already have a Netflix account in Japan, and it automatically works in America. You can use the same Netflix account identification information in Japan to log in. The same username, same password as your Japanese one, and you just log into Netflix in America, and you can watch all the American content there. The second reason why you should get Netflix is because, or download Netflix, is because it lets you watch American content from the American Netflix that you may not be able to see on the Japanese site. This way, you can see many new Netflix shows that your friends around you, if you're on vacation and you meet new friends, or you're visiting a friend in America, or your new college classmates, you now have a good subject to talk about in conversation. You can talk about a series a show or a drama on Netflix that you saw. Here's an example. If you are in class waiting for class to start, and your classmate named Mary is sitting next to you, you can say this. 聞いてください. Mary, did you see Stranger Things 4? I already watched episode 1 and it was so interesting. This dialogue that I just said between you and your classmate Mary, it will start a conversation. And Mary will tell you, yes, I saw it, or no, I didn't. And because this is such a popular show on Netflix, it's a good way to have something to talk about in conversation with most American people, because most American people know that show. Okay, so that was it for this particular part of the episode. So the topic for today was the 6 apps that every Japanese person should have on their phone when they come to America. Now, I do realize that maybe you can't download these apps until you come to America, but please don't forget to do that. Here are the 6 apps one more time. App number 1 is Google Translate. App number 2 is Instagram, or IG, or the gram. Instagram. App number 3 is Snapchat. Snapchat, or also called Snap. App number 4 is Venmo. That's Venmo. App number 5 is Amazon. And app number 6 is Netflix. Okay, so those are the 6 apps every Japanese learner of English needs to have on their device.
このショーを気に入っていただけたら5つ星のレビューをぜひお願いします。コメントは英語か日本語でお書きいただければ喜んで読ませていただきます。リアルソーシャルイングリッシュ .com にアクセスしてぜひ無料でダウンロードしてください。ほとんどの日本人の英語を勉強している人がやってしまいがちな7つの間違いとその正しい言い方。また、毎日英語を上達させるのに役立つ資料もたくさんあります。Apple Podcast、Google Podcast、Stitcher、そして今はパンドラでもポッドキャストを購読いただきます。支援者になっていただけませんか？私たちがこのショーを作るための支援として5ドルの寄付をお願いできませんか？今後のエピソードで感謝の気持ちをお伝えします。また、そこでしか利用できない新しいコンテンツも入手できます。patreon.com/socialenglish からご参加ください。ソーシャルメディアで私たちのポッドキャストを友達にシェアしたり、Twitter、Facebook、Instagram のフォローをお願いします。
So that's it for today's episode of the Social English Podcast. It was great spending time with you today. I really do enjoy and love doing this podcast for you. Please, as Sora said, please go to our Patreon page and help donate a little bit to the show. That way we can keep this show going, and I promise you to give you great content that's worth the extra cash that you donate on a monthly basis. Also, soon I will be adding social English merch to the Patreon page. So at a specific donor level, you will be able to get free merch sent to you on a quarterly basis. So that's every 3 months. I will send you some cool new merch from the Social English Podcast. Okay, so that is pretty much it. And like I said, everyone out there, love doing this. Peace and love. See you in the next episode.
今日は楽しい時間をありがとうございました。ぜひ私たちのウェブサイト realsocialenglish.com を訪問して日本語訳と役立つ情報を手に入れてください。また次回お会いしましょう。バイバイ。See you next time. Bye bye.